Hi there. In this video we'll be covering how do I get someone to write my life story. Choosing the person to help you write your book could make or break the book writing process, so you really want to pay attention to these tips. By the end of this video you will learn the value of your network in finding a writing partner, how to find someone outside of your network, and why a book ghostwriter could be the perfect choice for you. And stay tuned until the end of the video for a free opportunity. Let's dive in. Getting someone to help you write your life story really depends on your station, your status, who you are, how popular you are, what position you hold in life. If you're famous or notable, it's possible that someone will actually write a book about you, which could be good or bad, depending on the life that you've lived and the people in your life and how they feel about you. There's ups and downs to that, but usually fame comes with a level of connection to books. Any famous politician, celebrity, entertainer, athlete, activist, thought leader, it's possible that someone else could write a book about you. But for most of us, the books come from ourselves, come from within, come from our own sweat equity and the collaborators that we choose to work with. It's also important to own your story. Not just to be able to tell it, but to own your story. But getting someone to write your life story is not just about leaving your message to the wind and seeing what happens. It's about taking ownership of your story. It's about finding people to collaborate with you, finding people who can help you guide it forward and tell your best story. And you don't want to just recount the things that you've done in your life. You want to recount a message. You want to share a message and send it forward to the world. When thinking about collaborators to help you write a book, think about your network. Think about the connections you have. You may know book writers and authors in your network who either can help you write your book or can help you connect with people to write your book. As a book ghostwriter, there are people in my network who will drive leads and opportunities my way based on people they know who are interested in writing a book, which is such an awesome thing. It's such a powerful thing to be able to make those connections and also to build on the relationships that you already have. It's also possible that the people in your network don't have a lot of book writing experience. And there's a lot of expertise that is really needed when you're navigating this channel. When you're trying to write a book and publish a book and drive it forward and promote sales, you really need somebody steady and experienced in that role to help you. Because otherwise, how do you know that what they're doing is going to be the right thing? You know, the great thing about navigating the book publishing and writing process is that there are experts who can help you, typically in the form of book coaches and book ghostwriters. I've served in both capacities, and basically what it boils down to is a book ghostwriter is somebody who will collaborate with you and write the book in your voice. And a book coach is somebody who will help guide you along the process as you do the writing yourself. So either way, it's really great to be able to collaborate and connect with people who have experience, people who have navigated the path to publication, people who understand how to write books, the power of writing a book, and ultimately being able to write your life story. It could involve multiple partners, multiple people collaborating. I think back to one project in which I was the ghostwriter, and it was a CEO of a tech company. And he was really interested in establishing himself further in this space, really putting a stake in the ground as the leader in the area that his business operated in. It was really neat because he and I would meet regularly with another fellow member of his company, someone on the communications team, and we would all talk together. The CEO was the author of the project. The CEO was the person at the center of the project. But you had these collaborators from outside the company and inside the company. The employee helped to guide the message, and I, as the ghostwriter, helped to guide the writing process. It was a really streamlined, easy process. We actually finished the draft in about 3 months. It was just seamless. It was so simple. And it was great to see that collaboration between inside the network and outside the network, that there could be these parties working together to drive the project forward. And the other great thing about it was if the CEO couldn't make a meeting, I already had somebody else to meet with in his collaborator. And we could work together and talk through some things and drive the project forward even in his absence. And really the most important role that a ghostwriter can play beyond telling a great story is helping you write your story while not having to compromise on your busy life. Writing a book takes time. It can be a mind-numbing, difficult process. if you let it. I've known people who have taken years, if not decades, working on their book and feeling stuck and getting nowhere. And then they start working with me as a book ghostwriter, and magically within 3 to 6 months, here we have a draft. We have a draft that they would have never finished on their own, but being able to collaborate with experts, collaborate with people who have experience can make the process that much simpler. But I want to revisit the central message of this video, which is how do I get someone to write my life story? And it's more than that though. Getting someone to write your life story is like a begrudging thing. You want to collaborate with somebody who's into this project, who really wants it, who wants to be a part of this, and who's interested in being able to stand firm against you. Because a lot of times, we as the hero of the story want to tell the message a certain way, and it's important to have a good collaborative back and forth. Yes, this is your book, this is your message, your name's on the cover, but at the same time, you want pushback. You want that give and take because you want the best book possible. It's not just finding someone who can do it and just rushing through. This is really about transformation. This is really about digging deeper in your message and your story and putting something powerful out into the world. And it's important to be vigilant through that process because the first person that you find that could write the book might not be the best option. You really have to follow your gut instinct. When you choose a partner, when you choose somebody to collaborate with, make sure that there's somebody that you believe in. Make sure that their process is fair and make sure that they're coming at it with the experience that you need to be able to guide the story forward. I get it. This process can be daunting. If you want to learn more about getting your story told, go to my website. Head to goodghostwriter.com. You can click the link below. Book a one-on-one call with me so we can talk about the book that you want to write. We can explore the best book that you can write. We can explore the best book that you can write, the topics that you should cover, and I can help you navigate that process forward to make this easier, to make it streamlined, to make it simpler for you. Remember, good ghostwriting makes great books. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.